on today with the spiritually divine, the beautiful, the wonderful Riz! Hello! How are you today?
I'd like to show off my pants.
I would like to see your
Oh,
pants.
yes, please do.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see it, but they're very red, and I love all the colors, and the way you're sitting, you're not going to see it, so
Thank you.
let it be seen.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Now, we were talking a little bit of horoscope, divine, how we were born, how we are in the world. I think it's only appropriate to go around the circle and just quickly say our big threes,
This is great.
if we may. So,
please.
if you know, and you can introduce yourself for our viewers
Yes.
as
No,
well.
just horoscope.
Yes, my name is Asa. I go by they, them pronouns, and my horoscope is Sun, Libra, Moon, Virgo, and Rising, Scorpio. Just that I won't say.
So there's threads of scorpionic energy right here that you're experiencing. So I'm a double Scorpio. Both my sun and rising are in Scorpio, and my moon is in Leo, so I'm an attention whore. And that's why I'm in improv.
Truth comes out.
Yeah. I'm Kat, and I am a Scorpio, and a Virgo. So I'm also an attention whore, but I will write on a list of all the ways to get your attention. So that's my goal.
Incredible.
Yes. Yeah. How did you come to improv? Like what, and how are you divinely inspired to be an improviser these days?
Yes. Ooh, thank you for that question. So I started improv last summer, and one of my friends was like, Riss, you're in the Bay Area. Why the fuck have you not done improv? And I was like, valid. I haven't done rock climbing. I haven't done pottery. It's time for me to do something that is Bay Area-esque. And all my friends do improv, so I was like, I think I'm missing out. So one of my friends recommended Aron Lee's 3-week course, something about inner critics, something for BIPOC people, and I was like called to it because I've been doing a lot of like inner critic work, like loving my inner critics, you know, and hugging them, and what better way to act it out. And so I went, loved it, ate it up, loved Aron because I love her vibrant energy. I love how she's loud and cusses because that gives me permission to do the same, you know, because I was used to be a very meek and demure girl, very good girl, very, you know, good friend, perfectionist vibe. So I was like, but improv, you get to shed all of that shit. So that's why I love improv. And I forgot the other part of your question.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So
So it was just a perfectly answered question.
Thank you. I
So,
feel complete.
yeah. Can we hear a little bit more about your transformation from that like self-proclaimed like good girl, demure person to
yes.
this other layers that you're finding, and how does that affect your story?
Yeah, so all the hot girls dissociate. And I tend to dissociate a lot and be in my head. And that's why I like writing, because you get to re-edit, you get to hash things out, you know, but you can't do that in improv. First thought, best thought. That's what I learned. You know, and so now when I write, it's very generative, it's very stream of consciousness, and I love how improv has impacted me in these different parts, you know, where it's more free-flowing, it's less serious, because that scorpionic energy can be very intense. The way I describe it is I'm used to swimming in the deep end of a pool, always treading water, always trying to keep my head afloat, and I learned to thrive in it, but sometimes it's not that serious, and I love to swim to the shallow end, sip a ginger beer, or, you know, something like that. I love ginger beer, by the way. I recently discovered it. I feel like I'm like a late bloomer.
It's got some great zip.
Yeah, it doesn't. That was incredible. Yeah, so I just love improv because it teaches you to not be in your head. You're very tuned to your body, to other people, and you can trust that you can work with whatever material they give you, even if it's no material. And I'm like, oh my god, this is basically what I wish I had as a child. Like, I wish in classrooms there were improv, like more play, because it's relational. And I love that relational skill building too.
I feel like having a conversation with you has been so fun because you almost like have this beautiful like cloud full of ideas, and you're like pulling a string from here, you're like painting a picture here, you're like getting a motive here. Like, what do you bring to your improv experience? Are you pulling from all of that? Do you like to like focus on one thing? Like when you're in that improv moment, and whether you're like learning or maybe you're storytelling or you're using this, like what comes most Riz-like when you're in those moments? Yeah.
So you get my subconscious, because literally my head is empty. I just raw dog it. Like, there's no thought. Am I not? Oh, I'm Gen Z, by the way. So.
No, please.
We
please.
can tell. Like, I'm gonna have to Google some terms afterwards.
Yeah, this is almost why I was fired at my old job, because I would just use words that are just sometimes you should not use.
No, this is your free space.
This is exactly why I love improv, you know?
Yeah.
There's no borders.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Quoting you, you come in and raw dog it, and then
No, like it's just vibes. Like it's truly the place where I head empty, you know, and then you just let your body lead, you let your intuition lead, and I love it when my intuition is my North Star.
I love
Yeah.
Well, we have some very serious questions for
Oh,
you.
fuck,
So I'm
okay.
going to pass
my
it over to
turn.
Asa
Yeah, okay, hit me with
to
it.
bring the quiz,
Yes.
bring the knowledge. Whatever comes out, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah,
here.
this
So,
is, I did not do any preparation. It was just vibes.
good, good.
Yeah.
Can you list the top 10 most
Oh.
important rules of improv?
That would be a question to ask Kat. I mean, the way I tell stories is very circular, so I might say 4 and then forget the 6, but then maybe within the 4 there's like sub that hits the 6. So, can you repeat the question?
All right, my real question is, who is your improv hero? That is my real question.
I already said her name.
Oh, is it wrong?
It isn't wrong.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Why? Tell us
Yeah.
more. Let's celebrate her on. Yeah.
Oh my god. So first of all, when she starts off every single class, you drop into your body. Because sometimes, I live a very back-to-back life. No more though. I'm more breaths, more buffers. But when I first started doing improv, that was my play space. And it felt so good to drop in before actually getting into the play. I really appreciated the build-up to it. So, the trauma-informed aspects of it, we stand. And it was just so beautiful to not be in a human body, because one of the first exercises was to dance badly. And as someone who dances, you take the rhythm very seriously. So I just acted like an animal. That was so freeing to be an animal, not a human. I was like, we must shed this mortal skin sometimes.
What animal was it?
I think I was a chicken, and then I think I was doing what's an elephant? Yeah, and then I think I was a snake. So surprise.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Snakes for life.
Yeah.
Snakes for life.
I'm a dragon, so I very look at snakes fondly. I was probably a snake in my past life. Sorry.
Okay, other random improv question is, who's one person in your life that you want to bring to an improv class?
Ooh, obviously my younger sister.
Oh, why obviously?
Yeah.
So she's a Pisces, and Pisces tend to live in the very spiritual realm, and that's why they pair very well with earthly people. And I'm a water sign, so I'm not that necessarily for her. But I think in improv, you get to the earthly realm, you are very tuned to your body, to other people's bodies, and she's also a very serious person, and most of our memories of us are talking about books, and geeking out, and I'm like, we need to laugh together. We need to play together, because I think at a very young age, we were pitted against each other, very competitive and we weren't that close growing up, and I feel like play is such a great way to bond over not trauma. Yeah.
This is an at to all Scorpios to find your Pisces and bring them to an improv class and get into the waters. Have those emotional scenes, all that healing, swim around, have a ginger beer.
Yes.
Hey,
That's
there you
all
go.
they're
Next
waiting
time,
for you.
next time I will show up with a ginger beer.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah. So improv, you get to swim in the deep end and the shallow end. You get a whole fucking
It's
pool.
true. It's so true.
Yeah.
I love that about it. And a big hot tub, chill
Yeah,
pool.
I love a good hot tub moment. Yeah.
Tiny drop of dew.
Mm.
Make things wet. I was gonna go that you knew we talk water, we have to make it wet. So where do we find you outside of the improv classroom or doing things in the beautiful Bay Area? Where do you find joy pleasures?
Yeah, that's a great question. So because I'm a Scorpio, I like to be mysterious. So I was private for my entire life. But this year I'm embracing my Leo moon energy. I'm people gotta fucking hear me speak. They have to hear me yap. They have to read my shit. So I recently went public on Instagram, and I thought the world was gonna end. I was like, oh my god, people are gonna, and I'm like, it's not that serious. That's what I tell myself every single day. It's not that serious. And so you can find me on Instagram at Risk Speaks. It looks like Risk Peaks, but it's actually Speaks. I have not peaked in life yet, nor I will ever.
Yeah.
And I have a Substack now. So
Ooh, very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my Virgo is in Midhaven, which means my public legacy is very intellectual. I love writing. That's when you get my most honest, authentic self. And you don't have to, you can engage with my writing when you're in bed, while you're showering, while you're taking a shit,
Yes.
So truly, it's free form. And I don't even remember my username for that. LOL.
You can send it to us, and we
Yeah,
can. By the time
yeah.
this goes live, we can drop it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, it's Rewrite with Risk. So
Oh,
I
nice.
It's a organization I founded to do a lot of generative writing somatic circles, so it's very stream of consciousness. For example, one of the most recent ones I did was all about the year of the snake, because it's the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. So we did some snake-like movements to warm up, and then the prompts were all about that. For example, what are you letting go of? Or like a snake eye, and then you just rewrite. And then you share it, you receive feedback, which is all words of affirmations, because that's one of my love languages. I'm an attention whore. I said it before. And that is called Rewrite with Riz, so that's on Instagram too. Oh, and I have a newsletter. It's very chaotic. You get stuff about my dating life, you get my internal thoughts, you get a time a bird pooped on me, you get a time about when I was a waitress and there was a girl yelling at a boyfriend, but when I came up to her, she complimented my earrings and started to flirt with me in front of her boyfriend.
Whoa!
It was, yeah, so you get stories like that.
Okay. And how do we sign up for that?
Yeah.
For me personally, yes. Just send me.
It's a link, and once again, Mercury's in retrograde, which means technology is boo right now, so I don't know how to answer that question, but it will, be found.
Yes. And my final question for you. You taught me a lot as we were getting ready for this interview about ear health. And so what could you give to our viewers, one little takeaway to promote ear health, to promote better bodies? What can we do with our ears today to feel better tomorrow?
I must provide context for this, by the way. The context is that I'm an apprentice to an acupuncturist. I am not learning acupuncture, but acupressure. And one form of acupressure is ear seeds. So they're like tiny silver or gold beads with adhesive tape. Don't get it on Amazon, quality shit. Get it from a better place. And each point in the ear connects to your body. So when you put an ear seed, it stimulates the chi and the blood flow to that area. Also helps with emotions. Like each part of your body is an emotional center too. And so I look at people's ears and I tell them, if you don't have this material, just massage your ears, and that's a portal to giving yourself a full body massage.
I know what I'm doing later.
Massage your ears.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for sitting down with us, for sharing your light, sharing your energy. May we all be as free-flowing and as wonderful as you are. That's the lesson I'm taking. And massaging our ears.
Massage your ears, people.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
yeah.
you. Yes, Riz!